Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me in this evening broadcast once more on the crisis that has engulfed River State. Earlier in the evening, or rather in the afternoon, I had about less than 15 minutes stream just to keep us up to date as to the happenings in River State. As it is now, the informations and clarifications are in. Join me as we walk through so many information to sift out what is actually the state of affairs in River State. For those of you who are new on this platform, please I say it unto you. Please click like and share this stream with others. You can share that in your WhatsApp groups so that people can join us. We'll have this conversation together at some point. If you also have anything to contribute, you will be allowed to come in. Now let's keep the ball rolling. Where did water enter the can of the vegetable as well as it's called the pumpkin vegetable. In Igbo, we say, "Keka mmiri si wee baa n'opi ụgbọgụ." Let us not forget that River State had an election on Saturday. And after that election, yesterday, or rather the early hours of this morning, the Inspector General of Police withdrew officers deployed to seal the local government headquarters. If you don't understand that, what that meant was they did not take part, they did not provide security for that election. But after the election, the men and women of the Nigerian police that were deployed to seal and provide security in those local government areas, 23 of them, the Nigerian police withdraw its personnel. Now let us look at the cables, as was. I mean, many of us reported this, including in Ginger Media as well, early in the early hours of today. But I've chosen to use a third party at least, so that we would not be be accused of being biased here. Now read with me. IGP, that is Inspector General of Police, orders this. Now, if you read the body of that, you will see Inspector General of Police has ordered the immediate personnel. The officers had been deployed to seal and safeguard the local government secretariat. Grace Ingrid Koko, police spokesperson in Rivers State, announced the development in a statement today, Monday morning. The newly deployed State Commissioner of Police, Bala Mustafa, conveyed the directive of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, for the immediate withdrawal of all police personnel previously deployed to seal and to safeguard the local government secretariat, the statement reads. Recording, in June, the secretariat were sealed over the rivalry between caretaker committee chairperson loyal to Similai Fubara, the governor, and chairperson who owned 30, who owe fealty to Yeson Wike, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory. Now, there is one area that I want us to pay attention to, and that area is very simple. Here, the last paragraph. It says, the officers had been deployed to safeguard, now highlighted. The officers had been deployed to seal and safeguard the local government secretariats. It means, in one word, the officers were before now deployed to safeguard. I think in the morning, as I tweeted, before this crisis started, as if someone knew, I said that the police is making a premature call. Because if they knew and if police was doing its job by the virtue of the call made yesterday by the governor of Rivers State, when he said that he is aware that there are people threatening to burn down and to cause mayhem and havoc in this state, then it beats me and it beats me silly now to know that the IGP will go and withdraw such, his men, if they've been there since June, isn't his job part of, okay, we no longer seal it, election has happened, people have been sworn in, let your men be there to make sure that nobody comes in. It appears it was a planned thing. Withdraw your men so we can go in. If you ask me, that's what I see there. Well, I may be wrong, but anyway, in the early hours of, about an hour ago, the IGP now also on his, the Nigerian Police Force website had the following press release. Also, the previous one was a news report earlier hours of today. Now um, it is the police that is now making this statement on the official website. It says, Rivers State local government elections, Nigerian Police Force acted in line with court order, reaffirms neutrality. Many will doubt that. As IGP, Inspector General of Police, orders immediate unsealing of all secretariat in Rivers State. In response to the misinformation circulating in the media space with regards to the actions of the Nigerian Police Force in Rivers State political arena, particularly regarding the just concluded Rivers State local government elections, the force wishes to debunk the prevailing falsehood of partisanship and reaffirms its neutrality and non-interference in political affairs within the state and the country in general, as Nigerian police only acted in line with an existing court order, the Federal High Court. Then they point us to their Facebook page. At this point, we can go back, we can go to the Facebook page and read the whole thing. Or we stay here. We stay here. I want to take just few comments. I mean, this is the Inspector General of Police. You know why I am pausing on this picture. As we look at this, this is the Inspector General. And we now go down to say, let us read the comments and read the reactions of Nigerians to see what they think about the man that superintends the Nigerian police force. The first thing you read is Dr. Kennon says, if you want us to believe you, go after that man that did this to River State. What did they do? So, this is the destruction that happened earlier today. The council office, that is the local government office, burnt. Now, you can see, stay with me. This is the press statement by the police about an hour ago, but this is the way Nigerians are reacting. Hakim says partisanship is written all over this mumu face. Dr. Aminu Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. Otto von Bismarck. Never believe anything in politics until it is officially denied. People are going to, Chidebere Nwodo says, history will judge this IGP harshly. Power is transient. Ask your predecessors. Another one sent the same video to police and says, Victor Womungu says, laugh out loud. I guess the court ordered the Nigerian police to do nothing while local government secretariats in Rivers State are being set ablaze by arsonists. Well done. Enjoy your applause for staying neutral while Rivers State is being thrown into anarchy by power-hungry politicians. What has happened is that it appears nobody is believing what the police is saying. If I keep reading, you will keep saying the same thing. Nobody appears to believe what he's saying. Nzato says Tinubu and his Yoruba brothers will destroy this country. Then Kalita Ibo Aluku says, I'd rather give a gun and protect myself than have even 5 Nigerian policemen. Sorry, I'd rather have a gun and protect myself than rather even have 5 Nigerian policemen protect me. Uncle Sam, you go explain tire, but it's written that you are APC armed wing. Now, the rest is history. Then I came to this point. Ambassador William Solomon, I said, Nigerians, you see that same picture I showed us before? Nigerians have now gone and turned this picture saying this man has that cap with chain, which they have used in chaining our arms, and in chaining Nigerians. When I looked at this picture, I laughed. I said, Nigerians, when I not go kill somebody. Waiting the Inspector General of Police do na sote una carry Tinubu cap give am. Maybe in their views, they think that he is the one representing Tinubu. I don't know, but I found it very, very funny. Now, if we go back to Saturday again, this is one of the views that was expressed in River State with regards to that election and the manner it was conducted. Have a listen.
Yes, yes. Okay, let me say something. I am super excited about the outcome of Rivers local government election today, regardless of the party that won. And for me, there are 3 takeaways. Number one is the fact that Governor Fubara is the first in the history of Nigeria to organize a local government election in a state such as Rivers without the presence of police and security agents, and it was successful. That speaks a lot. He's the first governor in this show, so he should be congratulated. And for me, I think we can actually do this in a larger picture without conducting our elections without involvement of every security personnel and all that. It's a big lesson. We can take a cue from that. The second takeaway for me is that, like my boxing coach used to tell me in London, that ego and anger are serious enemy of any man. So the moment you allow them to occupy space in your life, you're bound to have problems. So we saw that playing out in Rivers today, and I see it playing out very soon in the life of a PDP and the larger Nigerian at large. Now, so for me, the third takeaway is the fact that I don't think Governor Wiki and his advisors and his associates, I don't think they are smart enough. They goofed. They're not smart enough, because ordinarily they should have advised Mr. Wiki to say, Fubara, summon him, come. It was this guy, now your boy. Call him, let's talk about it. See, Rivers now our own. Nobody say anything. Let's make it work. And all this will be seamless. But we saw what ego, ill-advised, anger, what that has brought to Rivers State. So it's a big lesson to our other governors, to our other leaders, even to Mr. President. It's a big lesson. As a leader, you must be able to know when to say enough, of these actions and all that. So I congratulate the good people of Rivers State. I congratulate Governor Fubara. He has shown that he has grown. That little boy, when they take boy, I look, don't show them saying the man. So I congratulate him, and I congratulate the people of Rivers State. I've always said it. Rivers State their their primary purpose, their primary intention, their primary goal is local politics. National politics is secondary. So and today they have really displayed that and exhibited that. So I congratulate them.
Do you agree with him? Have River people, have River State people really done as he said, or is this still the politics of two political gladiators? However, we also have the message from Bola Ahmed Tinubu sent to Nigerians with love from I don't know where. Okay, with love from London. Yes, he is in London. He's holidaying in London, and he sent us a lovely epistle here through what Bayo Onanuga shared on his Twitter page. Bayo Onanuga shared the State House release by on behalf or for the president. He says, President Tinubu decries violence in rivers, directs police to provide security to local government offices. Now, when I read this, you know, it kind of reflects what many of us been saying. Is it that those who man these offices feed and breathe through the orifice? Is it that they do not have common sense? Like I said in the beginning of this program, the governor warned yesterday, made it very clear, and I said it yesterday, I said it again today, that this was going to happen. They were mobilizing, they said they were mobilizing 20 people for this to happen, to stop them. The moment police heard about this, they withdrew their men that they've been there since June. Must it take a president who is in faraway United Kingdom to tell the Inspector General of Police to go and provide security in Rivers State? It's marks of someone not doing his job, someone who is almost incompetent. If you read the line, it says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on Governor. No, sorry, the headline itself: President Tinubu decries violence in River States, directs police to provide security to local government offices. Isn't that a given? Isn't that what should have happened ab initio? Why do we then have to tell police? I mean, just nonsense. What's the benefit of the police if the police cannot, proactively do their job? There was no reason why any of these officers should have been burnt today, because the police should have done its job ab initio, should have ensured that this thing did not get burnt. But hey, here we are. We speak about Nigeria. Unless somebody gives order before things is done, it's just pure nonsense. Anyway, let's continue. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on Governor Fubara, political leaders, and their supporters in Rivers State to exercise restraint and uphold the rule of law. You see, again, another nonsense here from the people that crafted this message. You mentioned Governor Fubara, now says political leaders. You should say Governor Fubara, Yeson Wike, and other political leaders. Because you and I know very well that this is a case between Governor Sim Fubara and political leaders led by Yeson Wike. So why call only one man and leave the other one? I hope actually that aside this statement that the president actually does the needful, calls Wike to order. Calls Wike to order. Because tomorrow morning, again, I'm not a prophet of doom, but tomorrow morning, quote me, at least one local government again will be touched because these men are not yet done. The statement reads, in response to recent tension following last Saturday local government election, the president expressed deep concern over report of arson and explosion in the state. He urged all political actors to de-escalate the situation and discourage their supporters from engaging in violence or destructive actions. President Tinubu directed the police to restore and maintain peace, law and order immediately. While instructing law enforcement agencies to bring the situation under control, he emphasized the need to ensure the security of public institutions. Obviously, I mean, it's common sense. Common sense. I believe on this particular one, you can't tell me anything. The IGP dropped the ball on this. This is avoidable. President Tinubu said government facilities built with public funds must be safeguarded from vandalism. I agree 1,000,000%. He stressed that self help has no place in a democratic system, especially after 25 years of continuous democracy. According to the president, the judiciary can settle all political dispute and outcome of the election should not be an exception. Now, if you take a deep breath, Rivers people, what I can tell us is that it appears the president did not accept this result. The president hasn't congratulated the individual so elected, even in this statement. No allusion was made to that. Rather, at the tail end of that report, he says that such if disagreement ensues, that you should head to court. Whenever the APC says go to court, you can honestly predict what the outcome will be. When we talk about the destruction that happened today in Rivers State, this as a video shows us the level of destruction that happened in that state today. Now you can imagine this obviously in blue, representing the River State color. This is plastic chairs used for meetings, but with local government fund, just being destroyed. They didn't hide their faces. So if Nigerian police want us to take them serious in any way, shape, or form, their job must now start by making sure that these men and women, their faces are in obvious public display. Make sure that you get them all in your net. I hope you saw. Let me show us again. You can see these guys in white. They're all in white. Right? So their faces are there. Their faces are there. Anyone telling you, "Oh, we don't know who they are. They are arsonists. They are this." Their faces showed. In one of the offices, I've shown this video in my early broadcast. You can see this is actually, when they broke in the gate, the police, this one was recorded from behind. The police, they still had some policemen in there, and they started shooting. The moment the gate, got broken, and the police repelled with their own fire. This one now, what we call in the street parlance, fire for fire.
Shot ongoing live here in the local government of Obiakpa Council. Gunshot from the outside. We don't know. There are gunshots so far. There are gunshot. This is happening live in Obiakpa. 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 Wait. Sure. This is happening live in Obiakpa. This is happening live in Obiakpa. This is the current situation in Obiakpa. This is the current situation in Obiakpa. This is the current situation in Obiakpa. Reporting live on Capital TV. This is the current situation in Obiakpa. You know, Obiakpa Council. This is the current situation. is the current situation in Obia local government.
So the guy is a veteran. The guy is there reporting, shouting, while at the same time running. I mean, honestly, this the whole thing is not funny. Three different local government area headquarters simultaneously in the state was touched. And the reason why that happened, as I have laid out here, is because the Nigerian police withdrew its men. Because there is no way, if they've been there since June, there is no way the Nigerian police will still be there and this would happen. It's not going to be possible. If you look at this, for instance, I mean, it is very clear, right? Look at it. It's just because there are no state security men. That's why they could go in and burn this. Who does this? On this one, the same thing. Eh? The same thing. Now, this one was the Eleme local government. Eleme local government got burned. And you can see those guys shouting. This one is still the same, gunshot, right? I mean, it's dramatic. And this is where they also destroy the seats. But, in all these things, I do not know whether some of them thought that the governor was going to run away and leave the state for them because they came with their own violence or whatever. The man just, the man didn't give, he didn't actually care. What he did was, you can see the front of the picture you're looking at is the front of that local government headquarters that was burned. So the governor earlier, after the incident had happened, visited the scene. Now it appears the governor, for some reason, it appears is, I don't know, I haven't confirmed, but from what I'm looking at this picture to interpret, it appears he's gone with the DSS and discarded the police. I don't know, but you can see from the kittens, at least the guy on the right on suit, you can see that these guys are DSS, right? Because you can see they're rapid guns. So look here, local government, he came in to see these things destroyed. Now we complain that we don't have money. The little we have, we are destroying them, right? But something else happened. The moment the governor walked in here, it became party, as in party, proper party. So the song that they are, make I translate, the song they are singing, it's so, I don't listen to them a couple of times. I don't they dance to them. Day your day, oh, day your day. That means stay on your lane and nobody should worry Fubara. Day your day your day. Nobody worry Fubara. As we said yesterday, same Fubara, they have removed the SIM card of Yeson Weekend, right? So let's continue. When the governor visited later today or earlier today, the scene of the destruction in his own state, the people, again, that's what makes democracy what it is. The people came out to show him love, to say, we are with you.
by Wike and Disco Hot. Done by Samuel Wanasike. The escort chamber is this way. Where? This way, this way. Here. It's still hot. Go inside. This is what they did here. This is what they did.
So you can see that was the governor visiting the the Quere local government headquarters that was destroyed. Again, the people of Rivers State came out in their numbers to show solidarity to their governor, to tell him, irrespective of what you're going through, we are with you. I mean, that is what is called a show of solidarity. You know, on the other hand, if we go back to actually look at the election that brought in, this election that has caused so many, I would say, crises, you now see also that if we go to, for instance, if we go to Arise TV, in one of the interviews that they had this morning, you find out that from their analysis, it's not much different from the things we've been trying to bring us up to speed here as to the reasoning behind what happened. I find the conversation at some point very, very interesting, but I will just let you watch this. I wouldn't comment at this stage.
3 local government areas. The exercise was held on Sunday at the Executive Council chamber of the Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital, hours after the chairmen were issued certificates of return by the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, Justice Adolphus Enibele. After an exercise held amid heightened tension on Saturday, the Action People's Party won 22 out of 23 chairmanship positions, while the Action Alliance candidate won 1 seat. However, Governor Fubara warned the council chairman not to misuse the power bestowed on them, stressing that there will always be consequence for their actions.
Let me tell you, life is not about you trying to get everything. Because if you think it's about you getting everything, I assure you, you lose everything. You must ensure that this opportunity God has given to you at this critical time. I'm looking at your faces. If it were in a normal situation, you know what I mean normal situation? They used to say in a local palace, who's that monkey? You know it. So God had a reason for bringing you now. Don't fail him. Don't fail these people, these elders that are here to witness this ceremony. We want this to be a landmark. That is the truth.
Okay, sorry.
Stop waiting.
Some of you said there is no sound. Sorry about that. Let me quickly fix that. Let me quickly fix that. You know, sometimes it does happen when we jump in from one data source to the other. Then it does happen, right? Let me do that again. Pardon. Pardon me. Let me stop that and try that once more. I think it should work now that it is reconnected. So let me quickly play that once more. Okay, so let's bring that in once more. Then it should be fine now. Let me know if you can hear it loud and clear.
On this show, as we review the just concluded local government election in Rivers State, is Opunabo Nkotaria, former special advisor to former Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State. Nkotaria, very good to have you on the program. Well, two things.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ayo, and good morning, Rufai.
Good morning.
Well, quickly, can you confirm to us that the police have withdrawn their men who allegedly sealed off, the premises of the various local government councils to which new persons have been elected as chairman and who were sworn in yesterday? Because there's a story making the rounds that the Inspector General of Police has given instruction that the police of occupation should vacate those premises. And second, beyond all the details, we all know what the details about the election, are. What lessons do you think we can learn from the process just concluded in Rivers State, where a governor stood up, a godfather, and stood up to federal might and said, well, powers have been given to the state under the Constitution and affirmed by the Supreme Court. What lessons?
As a senior trader on one of the biggest...
The conversation will now start to a point where you will basically, Rufai would have some funny argument with me. I would have basically
Authoritatively, that the policemen have vacated the secretariat, the council secretariat or complexes, but I can tell you for sure that yes, I have information on that they have, but I have not visited those local government councils to ascertain the veracity of what the information at my disposal. But I think they have left, but I cannot say for certain that they have left because I have not visited the councils. But from what I gathered, they have left. Until I visit any of the councils, then I can tell you authoritatively that they have left.
But have you also gathered anything about the council chairmen having been sworn in and given their certificates of return? Will go to those secretariats this morning and will be electing without any hindrance. Do you have any information to that effect? It's already past 9 o'clock. If they are going to report for work, they should be on their way.
As at the time I spoke with my local government chairman, I'm talking of Asaritoru local government area, as at the time I spoke with him, he said he was already driving into the council premises, secretariat. That was what he said, and that we were going to talk later. And that was how we ended the discussion. So that's why I say, well, Because when you say they have vacated all the council secretary, you're talking of the 23 local government areas. They have left Asalga from my discussion with my council chairman. I don't know if they have left Falga. I don't know if they've left Akoga. I don't know. I have to go or I have to confirm with the local government chairman so that I don't just say what I don't know on air.
Okay, what lessons can we learn from Rivers? The ballot revolution in Rivers State.
Well, fine. We've put an end to the issue of political monstrosity. This is a clear case of the venom of a viper can do nothing to the back of a tortoise. It is not all about being licentious, braggadocious, loquacious. No, they say action speaks louder than words. And this should serve as a lesson to future godfathers that Nigerians are sick and tired of godfatherism in this country. Whether you assisted somebody to ascend a particular height, to achieve a particular height or not, to attain any height in this world, that person will appreciate what you have done for him. But that does not mean or give you the right to go and sleep with the person's wife. So,
you see, I think what he's actually at this point trying to reaffirm is the obvious statement that we've made time without number. Of course, Sim Fubara, on no account had he ever denied or that he was never grateful to his godfather, Yeson Wike. He had always said it. He had always accorded him that respect. However, if we go back, if you find that clip, if you go back to one of the interviews granted by Dele Momodu, Dele Momodu once said that the way in his presence, the way that Wike used to talk to the governor a governor, commanding him, yeah, get out of here, using unkind words with him that he will, anytime as a minister you fly in from Abuja to come to River State, he will come with documents that you need to sign this. So the question was, who was governing? But at the end of the day, it appeared that the governor yielded so much ground for peace to reign. Yet, it didn't work out.
Speak. And that is the problem with godfatherism in this country. To my chagrin, the FCT minister, Yeson Wike, was the same person who said, as a sitting governor then, and I have the tape, that what happened in Lagos State in the case of Ambode will never happen in Rivers State.
Exactly. He said it.
We are talking of the issue of godfatherism, which I call pestilence of godfatherism. He said it was never going to happen in Rivers State, and that he is one man that will never impose a governor or dictate to his successor what to do. That once he's out, if God blesses him and he serves out his tenure, he will go and rest. That was what he said. And again, during the Thanksgiving or reception, so to speak, shortly after he left office, organized by the state governor, at the instance of the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, he said there that anybody who makes that mistake to look at him as a small boy, that person is doing so at his own peril. He said so. And that the heavens and the earth are definitely with him. That's why I said it was to my chagrin. I am a little bit surprised that the same person who gave all these warnings, who is seized of all these facts, is the same person who wants to impose the issue of godfatherism in Rivers State.
All right,
and human beings revolt at tyranny. And everybody said, no, it is not possible.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that. Now, I don't know what you think, but two wrongs don't make a right.
Yes.
I'd like you to give us your assessment of the elections over the weekend. Would you classify it as being free, fair, credible in terms of the way that people voted? Because I know, yes, the people are coming out to speak against godfatherism, and we speak against godfatherism. However, what we've been talking about is having strong institutions and a democracy that works. Is that what played out over the weekend?
Don't! So at this point, after this question was asked, Rufai would now, I think maybe we need to fast forward it a little bit and go to where Rufai will now take turn and we'll see the reaction. And classical. I just basically loved that part so much. But let's see his take on this particular one. Then we can now go back to hear what that exchange with Rufai
Oh,
basically.
definitely. Rivers people desiderated for democracy. And in fact, that is one major reason why, the governor of Rivers State is having the support, the organic support is having. Because we believe in democracy. And so, when we had that court order instructing the police not to provide services during the election, we laughed, as reckless as it is. But it is obvious that the judge, I'm very sorry to say, was a conflicted fellow. He is. Otherwise, we all know that a court cannot stop an election. If we go by the Electoral Act 8415, it cannot stop an election. So what did the judge do? All he did was to instruct the police not to render services in order not to maintain law and order.
Because they believe that by withdrawing the police, law and order will break down. At this point, Rufai Oseni comes.
Without the police, we conducted a very peaceful election, the most peaceful election in Rivers State. Without the police. Yes, Rufai, I can hear you, but let me finish. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay.
Very well. I can hear you very well, Rufai.
Please, can you tell me how the APP won almost all the seats in the state? I mean, I don't understand. A party that was just cobbled together about a week or two ago won all the seats, almost all the local government seats. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, Rufai, they have knocked you political. They have done the political witchcraft on you. You no go understand this one. This one pass your pay grade. Now, at this point, the response that will follow is classic.
Is this democracy?
Okay, in fact, yes, Rufai, honestly speaking, I am also in quandary. I think after this interview, I'm going to reach out to the chairman of the APP. I don't even know him, funny enough. I don't even know the chairman of the APP. And I think it's a slight on the part of the governor that a sitting governor, a member of the PDP, lost even in his own ward, lost even in his own unit. It's pathetic that we had that kind of situation. But that is what it is. That is what the SEC has said. That is stated by the Electoral Commission. Like I told you, I'm not a member of any
so this
party.
norm now that one political party. So I deliberately asked you that question because it's a trick question. So this norm now that one political party
I know.
affiliated to the governor will win everything, and you people are complaining about Wiki. Is this not worse than Wiki?
Is it affiliated to the governor?
Really?
Now, at this point, they're asking themselves question and counter question, really and non-really. That's.
So who is the party affiliated to? You don't even know the chairman of the party.
Asking now.
It's affiliated to the governor. It's affiliated to the governor. That's the governor's political tool.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you're just telling me now. I don't know. You're just telling me now.
Oh, that's it, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
really? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes.
So you people too,
good Lord.
too have become hegemons like you are blaming Wiki for. Isn't it? Isn't it?
No.
Really?
That is wrong.
Why?
That is wrong.
Why?
Because, yes, that is wrong. Yes, I'll tell you why. Like as I speak.
I've watched this part so many times. Suddenly, both of them are pretending they don't know what is happening, and they hear, "Oh, really? Is that it?"
So who is the party affiliated to? You don't even know the chairman of the party.
Asking now.
It's affiliated to the governor. It's affiliated to the governor. That's the governor's political tool.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you're just telling me now. I don't know. You're just telling me now.
Oh, that's it, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
really? Oh, my goodness.
No. Oh, yeah.
So So you people
my good
too,
Lord.
you people too have
there.
become hegemons like you are blaming Wike for. Isn't it? Isn't it?
No,
Really?
that is wrong.
Why?
That is wrong.
Why?
Because yes, that is wrong. Yes,
Tell
I'll
me.
tell you. I'll tell you why. Like as I speak, I told you I don't even know the chairman of the party, and you are the one telling me now that the party is affiliated to the governor of Rivers State. I have to do my investigations and my findings before I can speak on that. You are the one just telling me that now.
So he was quick to swear them in 24 hours after the election, and they have no affiliation to him, right?
Here are 3 reasons your sales team will
really, really is, that's unbelievable. Honestly, I've really enjoyed that part of the thing, to be honest with you. Okay, the governor swore them in, and that's it. So, in another video, Asari Dokubo actually takes about 2 hours ago, he made a live video about 2 hours ago, takes the claim that he made even a top notch higher, stating that those that came to his house. Anyway, I'll let you listen to him.
We will not say, Mama, they call me. No. You know me, I'm from Abam. Abam people are like breeze. You don't know when they call. They don't come. Four, February, Nani. It goes about lying when even things are obvious. I told you people that Wike army and police flew helicopter, unmarked helicopter. And I asked, let the military authority, because it's unmarked, it's not an Air Force helicopter, it's not a military helicopter, it's not a police helicopter. It does not belong to any of the services. I show you the picture of the helicopter.
So, before I allow Asari Dokubo continue, do you believe that there is any atom of truth in what he's saying? That Wike could now control helicopter now that is unmarked. Helicopter, no longer car, no longer guns, but now helicopter. Oh yeah, Oga, bring the picture, let us see.
I show you the picture. No, I show you the picture of the helicopter.
Oh yeah, show us now.
Helicopter, no logo, no military insignia, nothing on it. No military signage. Flying, they came to my 2 houses at Obama, my 2 compounds at Obama. They went to my father's house at Ward 6 and my grandmother's house, where some of my siblings were staying in the election. So somebody for the election, somebody was inside the helicopter directing my family's estate to them in Bukuma and Obama. My estate and my family estate. So on our father no get now. On our grandmother no get. My grandfather's house in Bukuma is over 100 years. 110, 11 years. My grandfather's house. My grandfather's house. Brick house. So you don't have. So you will not know what it takes to have such a building. They hear them, people say video them, see them. 2 helicopters unmarked. Yeah, people they say video them. So today, I also have the report that they went to my property. They also flew so low as if they wanted to land on my property at Ipokuma, Degema Consulate. It was today. The housekeeper just came and said, we too, they come fly over also. So there was somebody in the helicopter. How can Nigeria degenerate to this sort of position where a man is given so much power, state power is handed over to an individual?
You know, when you hear someone like Asari Dokubo asking such a rhetorical question, you would think it's either that his brain has stopped working, or that he is also becoming dumb, or that he doesn't know, or that he has also developed bipolar. What is the difference between Asari Dokubo if both men have access to the same man who gave them that same level of access? Is it that one level of access given to one man being used? I wouldn't say against you because I haven't seen anything against here, or being used to approach you or to reach to you, you're now questioning the sanity of a person who will give such access. Isn't that the same access that you have that makes you on live TV say that you are going to shoot down that helicopter with what? With catapult. That catapult, having the capacity to shoot down an helicopter, you have access to it through the same access through this, to the same man that Wike has that access to. You ask a question. How can one man have so much access to do this as an individual? Then I flip the question on you, Asari Dokubo, to say, how come you have so much access as a person to do the things you are also doing under this government? Because you told us that if this government fails, that the people should hold you responsible. Isn't that you?
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
Okay, so has he failed or is he failing? We don't know. But let's keep calm and hear you out in your submission, actually.
State power is handed over to an individual to commit havoc and crime against the people of Rivers State. I heard that it's going from office to office lying against me in Abuja. Who does not know me in Abuja? Who does not know that I went through treason trial in Abuja? If I want to be a different person, is it wicked that we tell people that I want to be a different person? so funny. Now today, since people did not value what we are, even when the police were there, the police put them there. They were not able to come out. The police withdrew from the election. They did not come out because they know the fear of our mama is the beginning of wisdom. I heard that some people are giving them they've given them the permission, or they've given them a contract or whatever to set up a group called Amatemeso Soldiers. I beg, bring it on. It's not by mouth now. Monkeys man, monkeys man. Now when in your tree. Monkeys man. Today we know the in bed sit off Okoranga bigger in the swamp. Sit off Oranga bigger in the swamp. Bigly. Ere mo gboloki, oya bofo lo gboloki, oya. Ere mo gboloki, oya bofo lo gboloki, oya bofo. Wa baga bua gote, o gboloki te. They have gone everywhere to kill Rivers people, to destroy Rivers assets. They've destroyed Ikure local government. They've destroyed more local government. They are shooting and killing at Obiakpo local government. Enough is enough.
I agree on that one. Enough is enough. Just pure nonsense.
Enough is enough. When will one man be allowed to be doing this? Last time, yesterday, I called on President Yakubu Gowon, Ibrahim Babangida, Abdusalam Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan.
To do what?
And Muhammad Buhari. It is time you people should come together and rescue this country now. All men of goodwill. All men of goodwill. All imams. All clergies of different religion. All sheikhs. It is time to lean your voice. It is time. There is no sitting on the fence. Osman Danfodio said, there is a time when silence is not golden. This is the moment that silence is not golden. And silence will never be golden. It is not about Fubara. Today, it is Semilaye Fubara. Tomorrow, it is going to be somebody else. It is not about River State. Today it's River State. Tomorrow it might be Oyo State. All other states held elections. Held local government election. Like why come held the same time with us? We held election. Police said they are not coming. We said stay at home. We held the election peacefully. There were no riots, even though most of the other parties are not satisfied with the outcome of the election. They believe that what took place on the field is not what was announced. But there is what is called due process. There are going to be electoral tribunals. And I advise everybody who had complained to me, I am not a judge. Even in my ward, YPP 1, clearly in my ward. In my unit, the result is there. YPP scored 177 to APP 8 vote. In my unit where I voted, YPP scored 177 to APP 8 vote. It was signed by the electoral officers. And there is no unit in the whole of Ward 14 that APP scored up to 10 votes. But APP has been announced winner.
Okay. You see, what goes around comes around. If what he is saying is the truth, then every person of goodwill must lend his or her voice to say, let the electoral, let the River State Independent Electoral Umpire let them look into these allegations. If YPP won anywhere, the candidate of the YPP should be declared. Do not for once, because you may be supporting Fubara, you now say, oh, it doesn't matter. No, it does. How come in my state of Anambra, APGA won all the seats of local government election? In Enugu, PDP won all the seats in local government election. Here again, in Kogi, the same thing, APC, all of them, not even without one. The same thing in River State. River State 22 against 1. The question is, if in your various small states you are able to do this unchecked, when 2027 comes, if Tinubu wins 36 states of the federation, do not complain. Do not complain. Because that's where we're heading to. As my elders used to say, he who wants to separate fight must start from finger pointing. Because that's how it takes start. When you go to point somebody, the other one will just knock the hand, and that's how it starts. Onye chọọ igbu ọgụ, ya bụgodo zọgbọ nlụ aka. He who wants to separate fight, start from finger pointing. Because this, according to Asari Dokubo, who voted, who, you and I are not there. It's not our state, so we didn't vote. But if someone, whether you like him, hate him, or not, if someone who was there tells you that XYZ won, of course, rather than go destroy properties. I mean, when election was rigged in 2023, even when we protested, it was peaceful. Not a single iota of property was destroyed because we made it every time we came out to protest. We told people, listen, any property you destroy, especially the day we went to the National Assembly, that people really shook down the gate of National Assembly. We said, no, no, no. If we break down this gate of National Assembly, we have given them an avenue to loot money. Because instead of calling a welder to use 10 or 15,000 to weld it back, they will say they will do brand new one. And by the time you hear about the price, you will hear something like the 2.2 billion was used to reinstitute. The way they would use the terminology, they won't say gate again. The entrance, surface, circumference, parameter. By the time you hear something like that, you yourself that know what went down will be confused. You will. You will be confused. So if what Asari Dokubo is saying, honestly, your emotions in check, if things have to work right, it doesn't matter whose ox is God. It doesn't matter who had, engaged in this, shenanigan. That needs to be looked into.
Where the figures were gotten, we don't know. That's my unit.
Well, where the figures were brought in, you didn't know. Exactly what the same thing happened in Edo State. Where did the figures in Edo State come in? To the point that even I'll show us the video. In Edo now, the crisis that is also brewing in Edo is that they are saying let them do recount of the election. APC is now saying no recounting, no recalculation again. Why? Why no recounting? Why no recalculation? What are you afraid of? You've won the election.
That's my ward, Ward 14. The same report I heard in Ward 11, Degema. The same report I heard in Ward 5, Ward 6, Ward 7, Ward 17. These are the same report I have. Clearly, where YPP won the election. Clearly. They came to me. In fact, YPP National Chairman just left here, Bishop Amakri, with the YPP stalwart at Abuja. They just left here a few minutes ago. And I told them, look, there is no need to organize press conferences. There is no need to organize anything. The government, the RIFSEC, the government is the River State Judiciary will set up an electoral tribunal, local government electoral tribunal. It will be better for us to go there. We should not allow our state to go back to Egypt. They just left here a few minutes ago. I have spoken with the chairman of other parties. I've spoken with so many contestants. Everybody calls me. My sister Boma also left here. She saw them. The candidate from Ward 5 was Ward 5 who won, was who they declared. The candidate for Ward 5 was 6, Ward 8, and Ward 11. Well, yeah.
Okay. Now, people, I mean, that's enough of that. Now, if you go back to the crisis in Rivers State, one of the local government chairmen made a statement that startled everyone. He said, if any building, if any structure is burned in Rivers State, they will go and burn the house of the person that burnt it. I say, Rivers State, na bonbon, una go dey see this time around.
They get investment with River State. When they come see what will happen. And then they talk, and then they fear. When they come here.
This one, by his size and by his manner of talking, this is the young Wike. Maybe this will be Wike 2.0 because this is where the Wike started. Though.
People they shoot gun, people like Woski. They come for them. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Between now and Wednesday, we'll catch them. That's all. I want to invite police for River State Police Command. And then hear me? Better than they neutral. Better than they neutral. For this local government to go protect and die.
You know, I hope you guys know where the Obiakpo is. That is the real deal. The Ogak Patakpata of them all.
Yeah. You to shoot gun around, to start where I go shoot some bullets. And they hear me? Yeah. This name. Yeah. Hold on. This man. This man. Yes. If you don't know what arrest. So that note at the Chamber of Council. We don't rename here by the way we remove and call him Obi-Wan.
By this pronouncement by the local government, newly elected local government chairman in Obiakpo, where they say Wike, yes on Wike, by this decree, see, we have almost dictators everywhere. No local government assembly sat to make this decision. No, nothing. It just, by his own decree, they have decreed and declared. Henceforth, by tomorrow morning, when they come to work, they will remove that Obiakpo, they will remove Wike, and they will add whatever it is in that place that they want to rename it SAAP. Let's listen to that once more.
Obi-Wan. want to people from Igore land. We don't help Igore people well. Yes, sir. So we don't name here. Don't be wily. Don't be wily. House. How many? Don't be wily. We don't support Igore people. We make people enjoy. Yes, sir. This will come out tomorrow morning. Yes, so anybody make a morale, make it come. I'm the cow. Yeah. Stop. Come on, my dear.
You know what crosses my mind? With all due respect, when I look at these men, women, these are people who ought to be the local government administrators. Close your eye for 1 second. Imagine, I don't know the country you are in, if you're those of you that are within the German speaking area in this planet, imagine the rat house, which is the administrative blocks. Or if those of you in Europe, imagine what they call the local council or the local commune. Imagine these are the type of people there to make laws within the local council, people there to govern, provide services. What type of services do you think that these people should be able to provide? Most of the road, most of the what's it called, pipe pond water ought to be provided by these people that speak in this manner. I don't know him, but people that speak in this manner, they are the ones. You know, the system is, listen, this is not about APC, PDP, UPP, Labour Party. It doesn't matter which one, they're all the same. You know, I don't know. I look at this, I shudder. I look at this. I look at this. Let me play this again. I look at this from this place. Look, how does these people look like people that have come to work? You can see one of them even, I mean, okay, smoking is allowed. I mean, even if when you work in normal office, but I look at this, I say, we are actually retrogressing. We are almost primitive. We are not making any progress. Many of you who have not experienced what governance is in other parts of the continent, even within Africa, if we take small country like Botswana, Rwanda, maybe Cape Verde, these things are alien. There are things that will never happen. Just look at so disorganized, this. For them, they've come to work today. Their work, their job is being delivered. They would then wait to be paid. That's it. Job done. Everybody go home. They've come, they've seen, they've done their singing and whatever it is that they've done, and that's it. They will now go home, and obviously the state must pay. This evening, I will conclude with Edo. There is a video. released by the PDP in Edo, that is Asua Igadalo's team. In this video, hosted by Jules Daniel, they made allusion that the APC in Edo State is running away from letting the vote be recounted. And the question, if you really and truly won the election, why are you afraid of recount? Have a listen.
21st September, from around 7 to 8 a.m., citizens of Edo State quietly and peacefully left their homes heading to the polling units to vote for the Edo State elections. It appeared peaceful because there was no fracas, but there was fear in the air. There was tension. Days and weeks prior to the election day, policemen, security agents were seen picking up chieftains of the People's Democratic Party, party faithfuls at odd hours without any word. In one case, their arrest or kidnap attempt was foiled by the intervention of Edo people who were witnessing the incident. The arrests were real, contributing to a noticeable tension as many people wondered who would be the next victim to be picked and whisked away. These arrests accounted greatly for the fear in the air, which led to the low turnout of voters across the state. The other major concern, of course, was the trust in the integrity of the process. You would hear people say, "I beg, leave am, my vote no go count." Generally, less than 25% of registered voters showed up at polling units, with some units reporting as low as 10%. By midday, a pattern was emerging. The People's Democratic Party was leading. From out of over 4,500 polling units, PDP was ahead by more than 60%. Celebrations were breaking out in many areas. Voters were ecstatic and polling officers had started uploading the results to the INEC results viewing portal, the iRev. Collation of results had begun in certain areas, moving from units to ward levels. But as soon as it became clear that the APC was going to lose, policemen began moving around with vans like thugs, intimidating and arresting PDP faithfuls. But the people were voting, making their voices known loud and clear. When collation was supposed to start at the local government levels, the process was then brutally hijacked. In Akoko Edo, Ego, Ikobauha, Oredo, Esako East, Esako West, collation did not take place at the local government areas. All materials were snatched to the state INEC office, where only APC agents, the APC state chairman, and some APC party members were allowed entry. The PDP and other party agents were denied entry. Rumors have it that the APC had formed an unholy alliance with INEC to deliver Monday Okpewolo as governor at all costs. The police and INEC betrayed the trust of Edo people. They betrayed the trust of political parties, candidates, Nigerians. The APC, INEC, and the police compromised the process. They corrupted the process, altering results, falsifying figures. What had been a promising election had now been sabotaged. The will of Edo people disregarded and subverted. There is not a single evidence showing the massive turnout that was claimed in certain areas like Akoko Edo and the Isakos. What we have are doctored figures written on paper with no basis in reality.
Whether it is the Situation Room, whether it is the Yaga Africa, all of them have come out to say that this election was fundamentally flawed. This is not a democracy. Democracy as defined by the former President of America, Abraham Lincoln. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Here we have a so-called democracy that the people content is missing.
Edo people are watching. And we will not take this lying down. We will not take it quietly. No, we will not, because the election was by no means credible. Some say we should let it go. Na them old court, na them old police, na them get neck, na them get yam, na them get knife. But if we sit back and do nothing, what do we gain? What has it been all for? What has it all been for? We will fight. We will fight because it is better to die for something than to live for nothing. Edo people are not weak. We are resilient. We are courageous. We are strong. We are the cradle of civilization of the black race. We will fight to restore the true mandate of the Edo people. Edo citizens turned out in large numbers for the man Aswerime Ighodalo. They did not just vote for a political party, they voted for a man whose time has come. And we will fight until justice is served. We will fight until Aswe Ighodalo is declared governor of Edo State. We will not back down. No, we will not. Because we are Edo.
You've seen this. I foresee a similar situation. You know, we see how no violence, no properties were destroyed in Edo because those that believe that they won the election are heading to court. In the same way, I believe that those who also believe that they won the election in Rivers State should also head to court. That's what we should be encouraging them now to do. If you believe you've lost the election, you go to court. Moments ago, just minutes ago, the governor of Rivers State was with Seun Okinbaloye of Channels TV, and they had the following conversation. This conversation, credit to Channels TV.
Yeah, Your Excellency, just before I allow you go, sir, can you tell us, if you see Governor Wike right now, what would you be telling him?
I'll tell him that there's going to be a point where he needs to let go. We need peace in these states. You don't necessarily need to win all the fights. At times, you just let go. He's sick of the good people of the state and the love that he has always professed for the state. We need to secure the state. We don't need to burn down the states. Fubara will leave tomorrow. Who knows who is going to come? Maybe through him, maybe through a person. But we need to keep this state intact.
Honestly, listening to this, I cannot agree with the governor the more. Totally agree with him. The state needs to be secured. The state has to be secured. Because when you look at the whole point here, you would also find that even the Ikwere local government, earlier, the Ikwere local government area that was invaded at some point, that the Ikwere local government chairman, Israel Abosi, had to mobilize his own men to retake what he considers, that's his right. He is the one that has been elected to take charge of these local government, and his men, again, now private arrangement as it appears to be.
May they come on council. Euro. We don't cancel. Chairman, they cancel. We don't cancel. May they come. How many they there? Who be that? Who goes that? Who goes that bagger? When they come to challenge for a local government? We there. May they come out. Chairman, don't come. Ikure local government has been taken over officially. Now Ikure local government today. Kalabo, Kalabo. Wait them, wait them, wait them. Wait them, wait them. Wait them. Wait them. Wait them. Wait them. Wait them. Chairman day. Chairman day. Chairman don't come out. Oshimini one day. Oshimini one. Oshimini one. Men I don't sit down. We don't enter council. Yeah. Hey. Yes. Chief of staff to the local government. We don't take over this council. May they come.
You know, watching these things, just like as Tracy Jacobin said here, imagine investors watching what is playing out in River State. Just watching these things, how they gone, burn council houses, burn these, burn the other one. If you are an investor, I do not know the ROI of your, basically your return on investment that will make you really want to go in there. Sorry guys, but I watch these videos, I'm like, this is not about Tinubu. This is not about APCO. We have bigger problem. We have bigger problem. When I look at the number of people just standing around there, just, you can see shooting gun. The guy that was doing like Rambo with how many magazines? 1, 2, 3, 4 magazines, including the one that is already inserted. Obviously, not from the police or the DSS or whatever. Quite from non-state actors. How many of such guns are sitting somewhere? Eh, Wala Deo. Wala Deo. I don't talk my own. Mine is that I would align myself with the governor of River State who said that Yesom Wike should soft pedal. The governor is willing to make some yields and let them, come together and move the state forward. I lend my voice in calling Yesom Wike, please, please, enough, enough. This is a battle that's going to hurt. A lot of people, lives will be lost. And again, those of you that may be used for this battle, just think. Think. How come you are just how come somebody would want to use you, pay you 10,000, 20,000, maximum 50,000 in something that you may lose your life for, something that is not worth it? I ask, please, parents, speak to your children, let them not get involved in this. They must not die in their war. As a friend, Dele Faro to me, Ruth, do not die in their war. This is their war, the war of ego, the war of supremacy, the war of control, the war of resource control. And it's also telling that when I doubt it so much that many of those people you see that roam around this vicinity, that they have something tangible that they do. Because if they do, I do not believe that they will be there, causing so much nuisance. Either way. Anyway, I've done ranting. On that note, I say thank you very much and good night. May God bless us all. I am still Mazi. It's okay. If you have not subscribed to this platform, by all means do. If you have, please, I say, kindly share and broadcast this in your various WhatsApp groups. Good night. May God bless us all. Bye for now.